This guy, this little guy right here from my garden, and I want to cut it open and tell you what to do when you just harvest, when you've just harvested your ugu pod, you know. Let's see. Ooh, look at this spider. Looks like it's ready. Let's see if I show you properly. It's sitting on my lap. Ooh, my long nails. Yeah. Okay, hold on first. I'm able to see clearly now. Okay. I'm going to try and open this. Yeah, come look at this. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? I hope it's ready. And I don't want to cut any pod. I don't want to cut the seed rather. I'm gonna slice it open. Every time I try to open an ugu pod, it's always a struggle. Hi. So this is what we are doing. Hi, welcome to my live. Wow, this is ready. shit. I can't see properly. I don't know why I keep coming forward. And I'm supposed to make you see what I'm doing. How this is. It's only so relaxing opening and peeling these pods. This pod, taking the seed out of the pod. I like doing it. It's very relaxing. So some of the seeds are ready to be planted immediately. They are now opening up. And once they open up like this, you know that they are ready to be planted right away. The only time you should be saving ugu seeds is when you're not ready to plant them. So you dry them under the sun or in a shaded corner, but let the weather be hot. Dry them for about 3 days. Once they are dry, you can plant. It can last up to a month before you plant them. Maybe I should do a proper video on how to dry ugu seeds so you store them for next season planting. Let me know if it's a video you would like to see me do so you learn how to dry ugu seeds properly. Let's see how many seeds we get from this. No, this is not cocoa, this is ugu pod, ugu vegetable. Hi Oluwa Temileyin, I hope I got your name right. Thank you for joining my live. Hello. So this is not cocoa seed, this is ugu seed. This is ugu pod. Ugu is that vegetable that we use in making edikaikong soup, different types of vegetable soup. So the leaves are important. This is the seed from the leaf. This is the seed that comes out of the pod. This is what you plant to get those fresh green leaves. Yeah. So I just harvested them fresh from my garden. I got the pod fresh from my garden. This is the bottom. I decided to harvest it and go live while I bring it out of the pod. I love taking the seeds out. Okay, I will need a bowl. Let me use this. Look, I don't make a mess. How long does ugu take to grow? Okay, so some ugu has a lifespan of 1 year. It takes about 5 days. Let's start from the seeds. It takes about 5 days for the seeds to germinate once you plant them correctly, once you know how to plant them. If you've not seen my video on everything you need to know about growing ugu at home, then I think you should see that. You know how to position your seeds properly in the ground and plant. So ugu, as long can take, so once they start growing, once they germinate after 5 days, they start growing very fast. Then, of course, you do your first trimming. You trim, because you need to prune, you need to trim ugu vine once they grow to a certain level so that they can spread out. Those vines that you've trimmed, you can eat them. So if you give ugu about a month, you can start harvesting from your ugu vegetable. The more you cut, also you need to, in that video I shared how to cut your ugu, how to harvest your ugu. If you don't know how to harvest your ugu, you may end up killing your plant. So that video has that. I hope I've answered your question. So once your vine is long enough, at any point you can start cutting and harvesting. Ugu has a lifespan. Ugu can, well, some ugu variety will last up to 6 months. After 6 months, they start flowering. The male flowers, let me show you. Today I harvested some flowers for somebody that said she wanted edible flowers, and I thought that the ugu flower has this very beautiful flower. This is the ugu flower. Hold on, let me hold a lot of it so that you see. Okay, this is bright. This is the ugu flower, and this is the male ugu flower. The male comes out first, and then the male comes out first, giving you signs that the female is about to come out. So the female flowers carry the pod, the actual pod. But then when they are small, I don't know if I can attach a picture here online. So when they are small, they come with something like this, but then this pod now will be very small. That's how the female ugu pod comes out. And sometimes in one pod you can get up to 100. And I know that I've had in a really big pot. That was in my mom's garden. We had about 130 seeds come out of one ugu pod. So you can literally start a farm from one pod. This one, by the time I'm done now, I'm going to count it so we see how many we got from this ugu pod. The reason why I love this variety, I have two types of variety in my garden. Oh my god, I have two types of ugu in my garden. But with this variety, the leaves are dark, large. They are very dark leafy green, and we know how amazing really dark leafy vegetables are. So I love this one because the leaves are white, they are dark, and they just look so good and delicious and full in the pot. While the other one, which I would not want to continue with, by the time I'm going to plant this in the garden, I'll plant some today. By the time I'm done eating that one and these ones have come up, because what I have now in the garden, where I got this from, it's still giving me pods. I have one that will be ready in one pod that will be ready in 2 months or 3, I guess. Then I have a small one that is coming up. So after that, I'll make sure that I only have this variety in my garden. Yeah. I don't think I'm getting much seed from this small pot. Every part of ugu, well, for now, the flowers are edible. That's what we know, because in my mom's village, they use it to make a special delicacy. Just the male ugu flower. The seeds are also edible. You can use them to make ogiri. I think I've shared a video on that on my channel as well. Then you can boil them, snack on them. Then the leaves, yeah, we use, almost every Nigerian loves ugu leaf. We use that in everyday cooking. So, well, the stem, of course, the stem you can feed it to your goats. I know my mom gathers her stem and feeds it. She'll dry them and feed it to her chicken that gives us eggs. Eggs with super yellow yolk. What those chickens eat, they're enjoying. So for the pod itself, by the time I'm done collecting the seed, for the pod itself, I'm just going to put that in my compost bin. I don't know, what I don't know is if this part, this orange flesh, this this part is edible. I don't think so, but if you have a goat in your home, you can feed it to your goat. Oh, I think chickens will also like this. If you rot them. The root for abo, really? I haven't heard that. I've not. Oh, really? It's possible because the roots they go so deep. The roots go so deep. So if they go so deep, they collect nutrients, really good nutrients from the ground. Then it must be useful. Oops. Ah, I love it. And the color is so rich and inviting. I'm done collecting all the seeds. Now let's count all of the seeds that we have collected. I'm going to go and put this in the garden, somewhere in my soil that has no plants before it will burn it. So we can use this to count our seeds. This is what we got. Oh, okay. I thought you. No, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Let me pour this in the garden. I am back. So let's count how many seeds we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 seeds. This is more than enough. Yeah, this is more than enough. I'm going to plant all of them. I don't have enough to cook and snack on. So maybe I'll just take some and ferment. Thank you for joining my live. I got, this is the next thing that I want to talk about. I was doing the video until I got distracted. I'm not done filming. This is citronella. Smells beautiful. So I'm going to share my experience on that. 38. Yes, 38 ugu coming right up. Indeed, I cannot wait. And this variety is special. This is, forget the size. Oh, I just realized that with growing ugu, if you go to the market and you want to buy the pod as a whole, don't look at the size. Because I remember buying, I even shared a video of how I bought the pod of the one that I have. I really thought it was a good variety because the pod was big. When I planted it and I saw the leaf and the shape and just I knew it was different. And thank God I still have this one in my garden. I think this is from last year. Yeah, this is from last year, and it is giving me so many pods. I have, is this the first pod I'm collecting from that batch? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So thank you for joining my live. I hope to do this often. Thank you, Oluwa Temileyin Adebumi. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you for making this very engaging. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.